Solo filmmaking. Where from pre-production to post-production, it's all done by you. You see it more and more each day, whether it's on YouTube, TikTok, or Reels, and it just seems like it's the latest and greatest thing for every creative to do. However, you only see the finished product and never the processes or the steps it takes to get there. Until now. That was a good take. That was a good take for sure. I think I should be happy with that one. That was a good one. Honestly, this video is less of a day in the life or even a full tutorial on how to be a solo filmmaker. But I know there's a lot of people out there that kind of ask what even goes into being one. So it's more of a way of just showing all the processes and things that encompass being one. The start of it all, where you fully flesh out that idea and turn it into a cohesive project with a beginning and an end. I usually like to come more outside that's peaceful, or somewhere indoors too that's aesthetically pleasing, but for you that might be the opposite. So it's really just about finding that environment that allows your creativity to flourish. Normally when I come out to script write, I always start with a prayer, just asking God to guide my ideas and my thoughts, because what I do is for him, and then from there we get to work. So when it comes to planning out the visuals of your project, I normally find it being done in one of two ways. One, you can either add them to your script by just typing it out and being as detailed as possible, or you can storyboard it, which is what I normally do, which essentially is just drawing it out rather than putting it into words. So as you can see, here's the storyboard for What a Man Thinks in His Heart, So Is He, Part 1. Obviously, none of it is artistically advanced. So don't worry about any of that. It's really just about planning out the visuals that you want to do for your video. So now that you got it all planned out, it's time to put it into action and roll camera. Of course, as a solo filmmaker, you're going to be every part of the crew. We got the director. Cut. The DP. Let me get this composition just right. The gaffer. Yeah, 3200 Kelvin should be just right. The grip. Yeah, put this whole set together. And the actor. Line. Oh, and don't forget about sound, because most of this video had to be dubbed over. Typically, the better you plan out your film, the more seamless the filming process will be. But sometimes you'll get better ideas along the way and have to reshoot. Definitely need to have one of these. This is a solo filmmaker's best tool. But if you're blessed to have support around you, trust in them to help you out too. Now that you got some footage, it's time to bring it all together and fully develop the vision of your idea. This right here is my favorite part of the process. There's so much you can do in editing to enhance everything that you filmed. Beyond the basic cutting and assembly of the editing process, you have sound design to make it more immersive, music to help the audience feel whatever emotion you want them to feel, and literally all the visual effects and styles you could possibly think of. For instance, you could take this piece of footage and only have it cover half of the frame. Then you could bring in another piece of footage to make it more visually appealing with the contrast of colors. Then you could cut out that person to give it a 3D effect to make it way more visually appealing. All right, it's currently 2:18 in the morning, just up editing. So make sure to have a better sleep schedule than me so you don't have all these late nights. But all right, back to the video. As a creative, I feel like this part doesn't get talked about enough. Literally, our entire creative journey is self-motivated, and sometimes that motivation just isn't there. Filming this entire video, I was dealing with it myself. I just didn't have the energy to shoot, to edit, to put it all together. But I just wanted to encourage you, when you do go through that, is just not to put too much pressure on yourself. It's easy to be consumed in what we do and what we're passionate about. But at the end of the day, what we do is not who we are. We have to take the time to enjoy life, to just experience things and take a rest.